Okay, hello and welcome to our Google Tours. We're going to be talking about disease in Laos today. Here we are in the United States, and we are going to take a trip to Laos, so let's head over to Laos. Almost on the other side of the world. We're going to be talking about disease, as I said, and one of the big problems with disease in Laos has to do with malaria. So we're going to go to this large lake here in Laos, and you'll have to forgive me as I go through this whole Google tour. A lot of these names are hard to pronounce, and I hope you forgive me in my attempts to try to pronounce these things. But here we are, this lake in Laos called the Nam Num, and malaria is a disease transmitted by mosquitoes, and mosquitoes obviously like to hang out in these large lakes. With malaria, the parasite will multiply, and it attacks your red blood cells, and that results in fever and chills and sweating, and can be accompanied by anemia. So in any kind of still water areas in Laos, mostly lakes and sometimes rivers, you will have these high mosquito areas where malaria can be prevalent. So since 1975, the government in Laos has been trying to increase its efforts, and it's been steadily increasing its efforts to eradicate malaria to help the Lao people. Let's hop over. We're going to go to the capital city of Laos, which, again, forgive me, but I'm going to pronounce it Vientiane. Anyways, this hospital, the Mahasat Hospital, is there in the capital city. And given the low life expectancy of the Lao people of 68 years, I'll zoom out so you can get a better picture of this hospital. So because of the diseases such as malaria and typhoid and bacteremia, which is a bacteria that is in your blood, and that can come from a lack of sanitation from surgeries or pneumonia or meningitis, but the Mahasat Hospital is a highly important task in improving the country's health. This hospital is dedicated to the treatment and diagnosis of infectious diseases, and is a important medical research center and a training center for the Lao people. It plays a huge role in the healthcare of these individuals. So there are other hospitals, but they stick to the larger cities in Laos. So here's another hospital in the city of Luang Prabang, and this is the Lao China Friendship Hospital. It does another vital function in Laos for helping the people with any diseases and any other problems that they have. It's unfortunate the small towns and villages outside of these large cities don't have the luxury of having these nice hospitals close by, so they'd have to travel to reach these hospitals, and so that's kind of a concern for these individuals living in these smaller towns. Let's go to one of these smaller towns just for example, so you can kind of see how far that they would have to travel to get to that hospital. So this city of Nong Kwai is a small town that they would have to travel pretty far for that hospital. Another disease that the Laos people have to that they have is diarrheal disease. Only a few of these rural households have a pit or a water-sealed toilet, and most of the people will relieve themselves in forests or shrubs. And so the people in this town here would probably most likely be using this forest here as a place to relieve themselves. So this diarrheal disease is pretty serious, especially for children, because it can result in dehydration, and it can precipitate to severe malnutrition. So this can be kind of life-threatening for these children in this small area. So I hope that this has been helpful to kind of get a first-hand look of some of these places in Laos, and kind of focus on some of the problems that they have with disease. Thanks for watching.